Things I am loving: lifestyle, home, and family. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Today I'm going to share with you some things that I have just been loving that truly make me happy. You know, at 73 years old, you don't need much to make you happy. I think we get to a point where it's the simple things in life that we start to notice. Not a new car, a big piece of furniture, new house, and all that stuff. It's just the simple things in life that you live with daily, and they just make your life easier and happy. So let's get started. The first thing I want to share with you is a beautiful wreath that my grandson Luke, him and his girlfriend Maddie, brought to me at Thanksgiving. I love this. Now, do they know me or what? Let me put it up a little closer for you to see. It's all different seashells and these like starfish things. It's got my colors, the light blue or turquoise and white, and I just love it. I keep it hanging on the wall here in the family room, and it just made me so happy when they brought this to me. I wasn't expecting it. They came here for Thanksgiving and they just got it for me because. But what this tells me is how well they know me, and that's what makes me happy. This is my style. This is my taste. It's my theme throughout my home. And the fact that they know me well enough that they could pick out something so beautiful and so perfect really touches my heart. I wanted to share this with you because, of course, it's something I'm loving so much. This is a snow globe. I hope you can see it, with two cardinals in it. And my son Nathan brought this to me when he came for Thanksgiving. So that's why this is so special to me. You know, you shake it up and you see the snow and, you know, it plays a little tune. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Well, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, cardinals are a thing with me. You know, I had a couple deaths in my family, maybe in 23. I think it was 23. And they were close together. It was my mother, and then 5 months later, my sister. And I have been being visited by cardinals every day. And I truly believe that that represents that a loved one is giving me a message. That's what it means to me. Might not to you, but it does to me. So speaking of cardinals, I'm going to insert a couple clips of cardinals that surround me every day. And I mean every day. They actually will sit on the back of the chair that I sit on outside right here to my right. They're perched on there. They're looking in the window. They're walking around my patio when I'm sitting out there. They're just everywhere. Before I show you those pictures or clips, I want to mention another cardinal. I don't know if you can see it. I have a house plant right behind me in the corner. I mean, it's just a fake plant. And that's what's being my Christmas tree. And I keep the lights on it all year round. Those little twinkle lights or fairy lights. I love those things. And so we didn't put up a tree this year. We're just using that. And there's nothing on it but one thing, and it's a red cardinal. It's a Cardinal that Dave bought me about 2 years ago. I don't know if you can see it. It's back in the tree, but I'll show you a close-up of it. And I just love it. Now, one of my subscribers, and I'm sorry I can't remember who, but she suggested or told me that she put up a white tree, Christmas tree, and then put red bows on it. And I think that would be gorgeous. So I might add a few red bows to my Christmas tree. But for now, I just have my red cardinal. The next thing I am loving, probably none of you would love it, but it's a steamer iron. You know, it seems like most people in today's world don't iron. Some people hate to iron, and some people, I mean, they just don't iron anymore because a lot of our clothes come out of the dryer looking pretty good. But I have always loved to iron. I find it very therapeutic. When I iron, I'll iron for a couple hours. I will look for things to iron. I will re-iron things that are already ironed. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just telling you the truth. So although I set my ironing board up and iron my clothes, sometimes when they're in the closet, hung up, if they get bunched up, there might be a little wrinkle. I hate wrinkles. They drive me crazy. So I got this. It's from Conair, and it's a steam iron. The water reservoir is down here. You just take it off, fill up the reservoir, and slide it back on. So you can literally lay this like this and use it as a little iron, a little steam iron on your ironing board, or like this, and you just run it up and down a garment that, like I said, if I see a wrinkle in something, I want to steam it out. So I can just do this. It has a very long cord. I think it's 10 feet. So it's just perfect, especially for people that love to iron like I do. But this way you don't have to set up your ironing board and get out your big heavy iron. You can just use this. Lay the shirt on your bed, turn it this way, press the shirt off, or have it hanging on a hanger and just steam it like this. I got this at Costco, and I don't know if they still have it. If they do, I'll put a link to it if you want to look at it. And absolutely what has to be in this video as something I am loving is my rebounder. I did a video on that maybe a month ago, and I love it. I'll link the video below if you didn't see it, and I'll put a picture in up here of what a rebounder is. I use it every day. I have so much fun on it, and it's one of my favorite things. Have you all heard of those candle warming lamps? You know, it's like a little lamp. You plug it in. The light bulb heats the candle. You put a candle below, whatever candle you want, and it heats the candle to release the scent, but you don't have to light the candle. You know, candles can be dangerous. You can forget to blow them out. They also create some black soot that you might not even see, but it's there. It gets on your walls and other things in the room. So I got one of those candle warmers. I'll insert a picture because right now it's in my kitchen plugged in with a candle on it. But I absolutely love it. And I think that would make a great gift for anyone. All right, another thing I want to share with you is maybe another one of my weirdnesses or quirkiness, like I was saying how much I love to iron. Well, this is something I hate and I do not like to see is cords. They drive me crazy. Can't stand to see like lamp cords and TV cords and just cords in a room. And when you have a lot of electronics or different lamps and things, I mean, it can't be helped. Well, I went to look for a solution and I found these baskets on Amazon that contain the cords so you don't have all that ugly cords showing everywhere. And we use those power strips that are maybe this long and hold like 6 plugs. You can plug in 6 different things. So to see that on the floor, power cord with 6 cords coming into it, it just drives me crazy. So we got these baskets. I have 2 of them. I put one in the office and one out here. And I'll put a little clip in to show you how it works. All right, this is a basket that holds your cords and your power strips. I do not like seeing wires and cords all over the place. It drives me crazy. So I found this on Amazon, and I'll show it to you. It's got a lid. It's made out of, I don't know what you call that, rattan or something, wicker, I'm not sure. And on each side, it has these slits for your wires to go in. So you take your power strip, put it in there, and the wire feeds through this little cutout. And then everything that's plugged into this power strip, which in this area we have the 2 recliners that are electric and you have to plug them in, and Dave's foot massage machine and a lamp, and so quite a few. You can imagine all those cords showing everywhere. So they're all going to go in here, and then you just close the lid. Ignore this one, it's not plugged in yet. So then you just close the lid, and you'll see your lead cord right here in the little slit. But all those bunched up junky cords, like all this stuff, is not going to be laying on the floor. I love that. Another thing I am loving is a wall plug. I can't show it to you because it's on the wall, but I'll show you a clip of it. And it's a wall plate that you plug your things into, but it has a light at the bottom that faces down. I didn't even know something like that existed. And if I can find it, because Dave got it, I don't know where, but I'll link it if I can find it. But anyhow, it lights up the hallway. We put ours in our hallway. So when I get out of bed in the morning and I start down that hall to go straight to the kitchen to get that coffee pot going, it's dark. Well, now that hallway is lit and I feel safer. I'm not going to trip over anything or bump into the wall because I have that extra light. And it just comes out of the wall socket, the plate that goes over the socket. So I think it's a very handy thing to have to maybe put in your bathrooms or hallways or bedroom or anywhere, just to have a little night light that goes down towards the floor to light up the floor. Because if you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or something, you know, you may think you can see where you're going, but if you don't look straight down, there could be a shoe, a cord, anything that you could trip over and have a fall. So that's why I love it. The next thing are apples. I know that might seem like a weird thing to talk about, but again, those of you who have been with me know that I'm a very strange eater, and I'm very limited I eat the same thing every day, and I don't vary it. And I'm very limited on what I can eat. Well, my daughter-in-law Amanda and her mother Carol were on their way to Georgia to a funeral back in early November, and they stopped here to spend the night. Well, Carol, my daughter-in-law's mother, brought us some apples. And like I said, I knew Dave would eat them because he loves apples, but I don't eat apples. I really don't eat fruit. I mean, grapes once in a while, but other than that, I'm not a fruit eater. So I decided to try one, and I loved it. I mean, who knew? But it only can be this kind of apple, and it's called Honey Crisp. Now there's a sticker on here, so you gotta make sure it says Honey Crisp, or it's not gonna be the same. Dave got a different apple by mistake when he was getting me some apples. I didn't like it at all. I would not eat that apple. It can only be a Honey Crisp for me. And I don't know why. They're crunchy and they're sweet, maybe a little sour. It's just a perfect mix and texture, and I'm all about texture. So every day I eat an apple. I peel the skin off, which Dave says don't do because that's where the good part is and the fiber is in the skin. I don't like the skin. Peel it off, slice the apple in chunks, and smother them in Jif peanut butter. I look so forward to doing that every day, and I have done that every day since Amanda and Carol stopped in early November and brought me those apples. Now I'm going to show you an article of clothing, and it's a shawl or a wrap. I got it from Amazon. I loved it so much, I got a red one, that I ordered a second one, and this one is like an off-white or cream color. I'll tell you the reason I am loving this. I do not like coats at all. I can't stand to put a coat on. And we don't get real cold weather here in South Carolina, but I mean, it can get cold in January. So you need something. But I feel too confined in any kind of coat. So I like the button-down cardigan sweaters or some kind of wrap. This is such nice quality, and it's a good size. Let me see if I can hold this up and show you. It's got a V here, and what I like about it is on the outside, it's got a little loop to feed part of the shawl in so that it stays on you. So I'll insert a picture of me standing up with it on. But basically, you put it around you, and then here's that little loop. And then you take this part and you loop it through there. Of course, I'm not doing this very pretty. But anyhow, I hope you can see this. It looks so pretty. And it's not scratchy, it's not heavy, but it's a nice weight. And it's perfect for my lifestyle because, you know, if I go anywhere, well, Dave does the driving, I don't. So usually if it's cold in the morning, he will heat up the car. So I walk out of a warm house and get into a warm car. And then if you're going to, you know, a store or if you have a dental appointment or whatever, you just get out of your car and go straight in the building. So you're really not outside, at least I'm not in that way. So I just want some kind of wrap or shawl like this to throw around my shoulders. I don't want to be carrying no jacket or coat anywhere. And I can't wait to wear this beautiful red one. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid this video is going to be so long. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to be long. It just feels like I've been talking for a long time. But the last few things I have to show you are things that we've done in the casita. If you don't know what a casita is, if you're new here, it's just like a little house, I think is the meaning behind it. And one of the bedrooms in this house is separated and by itself. It's across a little courtyard. So anyhow, we've been cleaning that up because my grandson lived in it for 6 years. That'd be Tristan. And so we went ahead and repainted and, just did things ourselves. Well, I don't know about you, but here's another quirk of mine. Geez, I must be I must be really quirky. I can't stand the look of a TV in the room because I have light colors in my house and I like that. And then if you see a black TV, just a big black square box, I don't know, I don't like the look of it. So I asked Dave if he could make a frame or something to lighten it up. And so he did. He made a frame that will slide over the TV and he painted it white. So it looks so much better. And then on the screen part, you can download these free different pictures like, it could be a beach scene or a flower scene or whatever that will stay on your screen all day so that it's not just a black screen. But being framed out like that, oh my goodness, I love it. So that's something I wanted to share with you. So I'll insert a little clip of that so you can see what it looks like. And then another thing, I don't like TVs like hanging on the wall either. And that casita, it's a small room like, I don't know, 11 by 13. And so I didn't want the TV on the wall or on top of a piece of furniture because you can't get much furniture in there once you put a queen bed in it. So we looked online and we found a TV stand on wheels. I mean, I didn't even know they had something like that. It's white and then has a light wood base. It's small. It just holds the TV and you can turn it or move it on the other side of the room or whatever you want to do. Found that at Amazon. So I'll insert a clip of that as well. So this is the TV stand. It's on wheels. It swivels. And I love it because you can move it wherever you want it. And the wheels lock if you want to keep it in place. And then I just hate just those black TVs. They drive me crazy because this whole room is so bright and white. And that black just stands out. So Dave made a frame for it. And I'm going to show you that frame and how it looks. Before I show you that, I bought a storage basket from, where did I get that? I think it was Ross. Yeah, it was Ross. And I just love it. Can you put that over there, Dave? Just put it on the stand. And the lid opens. Has 2 rope handles on the sides. And so there's storage in there. And I like that. So now I'm going to show you the TV frame, which hopefully will really make a difference. So here's the frame. See on the side how thick it is. He just used different molding and stuff to make like a box that would just slip on. And I think he's going to put it on now and show you how it goes. So see, it just fits over the TV and it just dresses it up, having a picture frame like that around the TV. And then they have all kind of free software and things on YouTube, on the internet, that you can download where you can put like a beach scene that'll stay on your screen, or flowers, or whatever you want. So it'll just look like a real pretty picture when we do that. And it just won't be like a big ugly TV that's dark, which I don't like. And the cords, I didn't know if you noticed them, but we're going to attach them to the back of the pole of the stand, because I don't like seeing black cords hanging down either. So anyhow, this is something I'm really loving. Okay, I am done talking about things I am loving, things that are simple, but yet they really have an impact in your quality of life or how you like to live. Now, since I talked about the casita, I'll say one more thing. If you've been here for a little while, you know we've been redoing it. And we're almost done. I'd say we're 90% done. We just have a few more tweaks to do. So come January, I'll do a video just on the casita and what we've done. Many of you said you were anxious to see what it looked like when we're finished. We didn't do anything grand. We just, repainted and cleaned it up and just made it look nicer. So that'll be coming in January. Well, I better quit talking about things I am loving, because there's always something. I have to say one more thing. Things I am loving is, again, the simple things in life. Having you all here graciously listening to me and watching my videos and sending me comments and being kind, being a friend. I am so thankful for each and every one of you, and I love that part of my life. Friends that I've never met in person, but I love them, and I can just picture sitting down having a cup of coffee with you all and talking about various topics. It's just a wonderful part of my life. All right, here comes your beauty tip. My inside beauty tip today comes from 1 Thessalonians 13, 14, and 17. Brothers, we do not want you to be ignorant about those who fall asleep, or to grieve like the rest of men who have no hope. We believe that Jesus died and rose again, and so we believe that God will bring with Jesus those who have fallen asleep in him. After that, we who are still alive and are left to be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. I chose that verse because I was talking about the Cardinals and being visited by my loved ones, getting a message through Cardinals. I believe that to be true. I cannot tell you that in the Bible it says that, because it does not. But many people believe that for various reasons. Just like I cannot tell you specifically that the Bible says you will see your loved ones in heaven. It doesn't say that. It's not written out that way. But this passage that I just read indicates to me that that is what it means. That we will be caught up. We will go to heaven. And those who are believers and united with Christ, we will all be together again. So that tells me I will be with my loved ones who have gone before me. And as far as the Cardinals go, well, again, I've never been visited by Cardinals before, and golly, I am surrounded by them now. And I do believe that it is my loved ones who are coming to me in spirit, bringing me comfort and letting me know that they are near me and they are with me. They give me that sense of connection that I need and I want so much, and I'm sure you do too. Now, this little cardinal that I told you Dave got me a couple years ago, I'll show him to you up close. This came with a little card attached, and I'd like to read this to you. A little red cardinal with a song so dear to let you know that I am always near. Find comfort and joy in the songs that it sings. See freedom and grace in its feathered wings. A symbol to remind you we're never far apart, and that my spirit will live forever in your heart. There are many people that are going through this holiday season, Christmas, who are very sad because they are missing a loved one that passed away. Could be a husband, a parent, a sibling, a child. It doesn't matter who it is. Your heart is hurting. And I just want to say that have the belief that they are with you. They are with you in spirit. They are near you. You can sense their presence if you choose to. It will bring so much comfort to you, especially in a time of need when you're feeling that loss and grieving so intensely. I'd love to know how you feel about cardinals, if you think the way I do. Well, I thank you so much for being here today, and until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya.